Hello everyone, my name is Pinkulia and welcome back to Adventure of a Lifetime. Having convinced Chisa to help us try to recover the dropped ring, we unfortunately couldn't find it, but instead got to take a picture of the second page of the letter for Emily. After making Emily serve breakfast to her father at the cafe, she received a letter from him stating that she will always be his daughter, and showing the two pictures of the letter that we took, revealing that on the second page, Emily's father is the one who picked out her name. Still feeling dejected, Emily said goodbye and boarded the ferry, returning to her mother to move to America. And I know I said this like 50 times already, but if this isn't the ending of the visual novel, then I guess it's just a visual novel that never ends. I worked out in the cafe parking lot, cleaning off the outrigger canoe so that I could return it to Ryota. It had really been a huge help this summer. Do you really need to do that now? Well, I am headed home on the next ship, better now than later. I sprayed water over the propped-up canoe and brushed furiously at the dirt on the hull. So you're fine with saying goodbye like that? No, I'm not. Well then... No one told me saying goodbye would be this hard. I was always the one leaving, so I didn't realize. All of my visits to the island had always been as a guest. I had never really given any thought to the warm welcome and goodbyes I had received. So now you get it. Huh? Nothing. Anyway, you like her, right? But that's why it's so hard. I'll probably never see her again. Emily and I couldn't exactly say, "See you next time." Making such a promise was frightening. Besides, memories faded, and things would change. The distance between us would be too great for such a simple promise to survive. Well, what about saying, "Don't go," and making her stay? What? That would never work. You sure? Yeah, well, I guess not. If only I believed in things like fate. If only I could believe that no matter how far away, or what the future brings, our love was strong enough to survive. Then we would be able to finish this grand adventure together. But just when we had found our treasure, the lost engagement ring, it had slipped right from our fingertips, and let the unable to reading begin. Our treasure was lost forever. You know, Grandma said the weirdest thing. Oh yeah? She said the risks you take on your adventures aren't always obvious right away. I wonder what she was trying to tell me. It wasn't very nice of her to mess with me while I was already feeling down. My expression dour, I went back to cleaning the canoe. But then... Twinkle! I noticed something. Huh? At first, I thought it was just the sunlight reflected off a puddle. But upon closer inspection, the light continued to glimmer off of something caught in the gold thread. What's wrong? Nothing? I looked in the direction of Futami Port. The ferry's still there, right? For the moment. I took off. Hey, Hiroki, where are you going? We found the engagement ring. Dun dun dun! I reached the port just as the ferry was taking off. Oh, Hiroki! Where's Ryota? Ryota is... Ryota was just boarding his family's fishing boat. What's going on, Hiroki? We have to go after Emily. What? Go after her and do what? The ship's already leaving. I don't know, but I can't end like this. I ran over to Ryota. Huh? Hero? What's wrong? Let me on. Sure, no prob. You too, Chisa? Yeah. Maybe we didn't find the engagement ring. Maybe it's just a twinkle. It's like, oh no, I can't let it be such a sad goodbye. I believe I will pass. My outdoor tolerance has been exceeded, so I shall return home. Okay, let's go. Do take care. Yeah, maybe it wasn't engagement. Maybe it's just like one of those like realization stuff that happens. A crowd of boats and commercial yachts followed after the ferry. The passengers on the ferry looked out towards the boat and waved. The tourists really enjoyed the celebratory send-off. This send-off is often what brought people back to the island. A lot of visitors to the Ogasawara Islands were repeats. Emily! I yelled at the top of my lungs, but there was no sign of her. She's probably in her room. Watching the send-off is probably too heartbreaking. If she only had her phone, we could call her. Chisa was getting impatient. Emily, please, come out. The ferry would keep its speed down until it reached the open sea, but most of the boats trailing the ferry had already stopped, and people from the boats started diving into the sea. That was the climax of the send-off. The tourists leaving the island applauded as they watched. Dolphin noises. Just then a single dolphin leapt from the sea. It was Finn. The ferry's passengers got even more excited at the performance. Dolphin noises. More passengers gathered to watch. And then... Hey, there she is! It's Emily! Emily had probably come out after hearing that Finn was doing a show. Emily! I screamed until I thought my throat would burst, my arms flailing like crazy. Huh? It looked like Emily had noticed us, but she was too far away to hear me. As she stood there, staring at us with a puzzled expression, I raised up the item I had found in the canoe. Okay, I guess I did find the ring. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I was right the first time. Huh? Hiroki, that's... It was a platinum ring sparkling in the sun. The engagement ring that Emily had lost. There was no way she could see the tiny ring from there. But even so, she seemed to realize what was in my hand. I swear I'll get it to you! I'll bring it to you! Wait, what is she doing? As I had been making my oath, Emily had started climbing onto the ship's handrail. No way. Wait, stop! You oop! Emily? Emily leapt into the sea. Ryota! Right. Ryota hurried to bring the boat closer to the ferry. Emily! Hero! Boop! I can't get any closer. Any closer and the small fishing boat might collide with the ferry. I dived into the sea. You okay, Emily? Yeah, I'm okay. Maybe not. Help me, Hero! Whoa, wait, don't pull me under. I've got you. Calm down. I held on to Emily as we both began to sink when something suddenly pushed us back to the surface. That'll be Finn. A gray triangular fin broke through the water. Nice catch, Finn. Dolphin noise. You guys need to do better, Finn seemed to say. Emily, here you go. I found it tangled in the outrigger canoe. Tangled? How? Look, your hair. Emily's hair was caught around the ring, which in turn had gotten stuck to the canoe. The long golden strands held on tight, as if nothing could ever separate it. I can't believe it. I thought it was lost forever. I pulled the golden strands from the ring, then took her hand. I slipped it onto her ring finger where it fit perfectly. Oh my gosh. Hero? Emily was close to tears. I love you, Emily, and that won't change, no matter how far you go. I believe that now. Yes, I believe it too. I believe we'll be together. I'll come back to you. I'll be waiting. That's so cute. We held each other as our lips came together in a kiss. We could hear the applause and whistles from the ferry, passengers, and boat crew. Even the ferry staff that come out to rescue Emily stopped to applaud, because she was an idiot and jumped off the boat. I like how Rhoda's face palming in the background. Whew, what a ride. They sure know how to put on a show. As we kissed, I suddenly understood what Grandma had been trying to say. There was always a chance that the treasure chest at the end of your adventure might be empty. But you couldn't let that ruin things. You couldn't fear the empty treasure chests. Because beyond those empty chests, the true treasure waited. Love was the greatest adventure. I didn't know if that was true. But if I feared that adventure, then Emily and I would have no future. I love you, Emily. I love you too, Hero. It had brought us together, Emily and I. The ring and the summer of adventure on Ogasawara. Is that it? Do we get more? Ooh. I like this. It looks different than usual, though. Oh, I guess that's it. Maybe? I don't know. What happened? 9 years later. Oh, so I guess we do get to see. Okay, that's good. I was gonna be... I mean, if it ended there, that would have been okay. But, like, it's always nice to see where things go. Summer had started in earnest. I was on the ferry headed to Chichijima in the Ogasawara Islands. But there's Chichijima now. It's been so long. I held my fiancé closer to me. There it is. It hasn't changed. Her golden hair danced in the wind as she spoke. I wonder how the others are doing. I'm sure they're fine. Chisa's coming back to the island just to see you, she said. After high school, I had gone to culinary school. I achieved my first dream of becoming a chef. I worked hard and saved money. Now it was time for my second dream, opening a restaurant. And that dream would soon be coming true, too. I would be taking over Grandma's place, Machiko's Cafe. Grandma was doing fine, but she had closed up after that summer 9 years before. It was finally time to reopen. But are you sure about this? About what? I mean, living in Ogasawara, it's in the middle of nowhere and can be a real pain. Come on, Hero. The seas around Ogasawara are like my third home. How could I not be happy here? Chisa would say something like, we get these types sometimes. People come here, go diving, and never want to leave. But it was true. My grandfather was one of them. The problem was housing in Ogasawara was almost as bad as the center of Tokyo. Eesh. There wasn't much land. Development was restricted to protect the environment, and there were few houses available. Okay, that makes sense then, I guess. Mom and Dad even said it was a good idea. They're coming to visit once we get settled in. They've got a lot of memories in Ogasawara, too. Great, I can't wait to see them. Emily's parents never got that divorce. Oh, yay! After seeing the ring on their daughter's finger when she returned, they had a change of heart. And over the last 9 years, Emily had slowly rebuilt her relationship with her father. As far as I could tell, they got along better than most biological parents and children did. Hey, remember that time you jumped off the ferry? Oh, did something like that happen? You really don't remember? And after all that trouble you caused? That's all ancient history. And anyway, it was your fault. That was a little crazy. When I laughed, Emily went red and glared at me. After they got her out of the water, she got a stern talking to from the ship's captain. Some of the tourists had recorded the whole thing, so you could still find it on video sites. It became kind of a viral proposal. We really did a lot of crazy stuff that summer. Yeah. That summer remained one of our proudest memories. Our most successful adventure. All the memories we make, we continue to carry those all throughout our lives. And someday we would sit down with the little one Emily carried in her belly to share the memories. Oh my gosh, she's pregnant! Hiro. I held my fiancé close as we stared at the coastline of Chichijima. Here starts the second chapter of our grand adventure. I'm not sure how much of an adventure married life is going to be. Oh, you don't think I would let this turn into some boring old marriage, do you? Emily said with a coy smile. Life is adventure, isn't that right, Hiro? It certainly looked like I wouldn't be bored as long as I was with her. That's so cute. Finn! Can't get it because Dolphin thinks Finn. I'm just being a nerd right now, but that's so cute. I like that we get to see what happened between them. I would have liked to see their reunion with Chisa though, if it's been 9 years, but that was really cute. Oh, achievement unlocked, chapter 2 of our adventure. I wonder if there's any, like, extras or something. I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think there's any extras. But the title screen changed. Probably because I went through the game once. But I liked that. I liked that a lot. I'll probably do a separate video to review it. But that was really cute. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!